Are you struggling to build a positive self-image and wondering how Buddhism can help? In this video, we'll explore the powerful teachings of Buddhism and how they can guide you on a journey towards a healthier and more confident self-image. 1. Remember what it was like to be a kid. Thinking about the things that happened to us as kids is a great way to improve how we see ourselves. I remember being amazed, interested, and full of possibilities when I was a child. We went into the world without worrying about what other people would think or making mistakes. This spirit of a child is something we can all learn from, and it's a Buddhist idea that really hits home. As a Buddhist, you should have a beginner's mind, which means being open, eager, and free of any preconceived ideas when you study a subject, even if you are already very good at it. It means going through life with the same sense of wonder and excitement as a child, without letting ideas or demands get in the way. This idea is related to the thought of getting in touch with our inner child. To have a good opinion of ourselves, we need to remember how happy, free, and capable we felt as kids. We're not supposed to dwell on the past during this practice. Instead, we're supposed to remember the worth and potential we've always had. It means understanding that our mistakes and failures don't make us who we are. What makes us unique is our ability to learn, be kind, and be wise. Getting in touch with our inner child can help us learn to be kind to ourselves. We were more ready to try new things, forgive ourselves more, and be less afraid of failing when we were kids. We can learn to be kinder to ourselves, accept our flaws, and see our mistakes as chances to grow instead of proof that we're not good enough. By getting in touch with our inner kid. Learning to play again is another way to get in touch with our inner kid. As adults, we often forget how important play is because we are too busy with work and other things that need to be done. Play, on the other hand, isn't just for fun. Through it, we can be more creative, relax, and connect with other people. Play is seen as a way to grow joy and happiness in Buddhism. Life isn't just about working hard and getting things done. It's also about enjoying the present. Thinking about our childhood can help us figure out why we act and believe the way we do. Often, the things that happen to us as kids shape how we see ourselves and what we believe about ourselves. By thinking about these events, we can learn a lot about how we see ourselves now and find any limiting ideas or patterns that might be stopping us. If we were scolded a lot as kids, for instance, we might have learned that we are not good enough. Once we are aware of this pattern, we can begin to change it and replace it with a more positive and caring view of ourselves. Getting in touch with our inner child can help us feel more linked to everyone else. We were more in tune with the world around us and aware of our links to each other and to nature when we were kids. Reconnecting with this sense of being linked to everything else can help us see ourselves and others with more kindness and understanding. To have a good self-image, we don't have to change into someone else. We just have to accept and love who we are. And what makes us who we are is not what happened in the past or what other people expect of us, but our own worth and promise. 2. Show that you're grateful. Buddhism teaches that gratitude is more than just a feeling. It's a way of life that can have a huge effect on how we feel about ourselves and our health as a whole. Let's talk more about the idea of thanks and how it can help you feel good about your own self-image. At its core, gratitude means noticing and being thankful for the good things in our lives. When we take our health, our relationships, the roof over our heads, and the food on our table for granted, we should be thankful for these things. We stop thinking about what's wrong in our lives and start thinking about what's right. This change in how we see things can have a big effect on how we feel about ourselves. We naturally feel better about ourselves and our lives when we are thankful. Being thankful helps us understand how valuable we are and what we offer the world. It helps us remember that we are not separate entities, but rather a part of a bigger, more linked whole. We start to see ourselves not just as people who receive blessings, but also as ways that blessings can reach other people. This knowledge can make us feel a lot better about ourselves. Being thankful can help us have a growth mindset. We are more likely to see ourselves as strong and capable when we value the progress we've made. no matter how small, we stop seeing problems as threats and start seeing them as chances to grow. This way of thinking can help us build a stronger sense of self that isn't easily shaken by losses or failures. First thing in the morning, think of 3 things you're thankful for. Things like the sun's warmth or the love of your family could be very important to you. Setting a good mood at the start of the day with this habit can help you keep it up all day. Writing down the things you are thankful for every day can help you feel better. When you do this, you can think about the good things in your life and develop a more cheerful outlook. Focusing on the feeling of thanks is a good way to do gratitude meditation. You can picture the people, things, or events for which you are thankful and let the gratitude wash over you. Practicing this can help you feel more grateful and at peace with yourself. It should become a habit to thank other people. Saying thank you or writing a long letter can improve your relationships and make you feel better about yourself. Even when things are bad, try to find something to be thankful for. This exercise can help you become stronger and more positive, even when bad things happen. Being grateful doesn't mean ignoring the bad things that happen in our lives. It means noticing the good things that happen along with the bad. To see our whole lives, including the good and bad times, the wins and loses, the happiness and sadness, is important. Being thankful helps us enjoy our lives the way they are, not the way we wish they were. And when we appreciate ourselves, we feel better about ourselves and have a stronger sense of self-worth. 3. Lots of praise to other people. In Buddhist beliefs, being kind and caring toward others is seen as an important part of spiritual growth. To do this in an easy but powerful way, try complimenting other people. When you see the good in other people, you not only make them feel respected, but you also feel better about yourself. This habit can help you build a positive view of yourself in a big way. Being kind by giving praise is an act of generosity. In Buddhism, one of the 10 perfections that lead to understanding is kindness, which is called dana. When you compliment someone, you give them your time, care, and good vibes. Giving can make you feel closer to other people, which can make you feel better about your own worth. Praise makes you see the good in other people. When you think about the good things about other people, you naturally start to think about the good things about yourself. This change in perspective can help you feel better about your own self-image. It's a lesson that everyone, including you, has special skills and traits that should be praised. It's important to be sincere and detailed when you compliment someone. Being truthful is important because fake compliments can make people feel disconnected and mistrustful. On the other hand, being specific makes the praise more meaningful and unique. You could say something like, "Your presentation was well researched and interesting. I learned a lot from it," instead of "You're great." You can be more mindful by giving praise. When you compliment someone, you are in the present moment, aware of their traits, and letting them know how much you value them. Being more mindful can help you understand your own ideas and feelings better, which is important for creating a good self-image. It's also good to feel grateful when you give praise. When you notice the good in other people, you're basically saying thanks for having them in your life. Being grateful can help you see your own strengths and blessings more clearly, which can improve how you feel about yourself. Giving praise to others can help you understand and care about them more. When you notice the good in other people, you also notice their problems and efforts. Understanding this can help you be more kind and caring, which are important traits in Buddhism. Giving praise can help you get along well with other people. People will likely respond well to you if you make them feel valued and loved. This can help you make friends who will back you, which can improve your self-image even more. Giving praise is not a way to get approval or a response from other people. It's about noticing the good in other people and telling them you appreciate them. You will feel surrounded by good things the more praise you give, which can make you feel much better about your self-image. You can build a good view of yourself by saying nice things about other people. Being kind, thoughtful, grateful, empathetic, and compassionate are all important Buddhist values that can be practiced in this way. 4. Make a plan to get better and follow it. Making a plan to improve yourself and sticking to it is an important part of building a good self-image. You are not trying to change into someone else during this process. Instead, you are trying to reach your full potential and become the best version of yourself. First, you should get a good sense of who you are. Think about your beliefs, passions, strengths, and weaknesses. Being aware of yourself will help you make goals for self-improvement that are both attainable and important. Set your goals once you have a good idea. In what ways do you want to get better? It could be your mental or physical health, your skills, or what you know. Remember that the goal should come from a desire to grow as a person, not from pressure or judgments from other people. These things make it clear how important it is to act in a decent way in our daily lives. They can help you make good changes in your behavior and way of life if you want to improve yourself. Not too many goals at once can be too much to handle. Start with small goals that you can reach and work your way up. If you want to improve yourself, you need to be consistent. Even if you don't want to, make a plan and never break it. Write things down or use an app to keep track of your work. Seeing how far you've come can really push you to do better. Getting better at yourself takes time. It needs time, work, and patience. Do not forget that the goal is growth, not perfection. Don't be hard on yourself if you make a mistake or something goes wrong. Instead, be kind to yourself. Own up to your mistakes. Figure out what you learned and move on. Don't be afraid to ask for help from other people. Having someone to share your journey with can make it less scary. This could be a guide, a friend, or a support group. Setting goals for yourself and following through on them is a great way to boost your self-image. It makes you more resilient, helps you see your potential, and cultivates an upbeat attitude. 5. Pay attention to what makes you feel different. Mindfulness is an important practice in Buddhism that helps us understand our inner world and build a good sense of who we are. It means observing our thoughts, feelings, and experiences without judging them. This helps us understand who we are and how we interact with others. We are emotionally aware when we pay attention to what makes us feel different things. This means being aware of our feelings as they come up, naming them, and looking into what's causing them. This activity can really help you feel good about your self-image. Emotional awareness helps us figure out what makes us feel bad. These are the events, thoughts, or feelings that make you feel very strongly. We can better understand our emotional patterns and reactions if we can figure out what sets them off. Take the fact that you feel unsafe around certain people or in certain settings as an example. This could be an area where you need to work on your self-image. Learning to be more kind and understanding of ourselves can come from paying attention to our feelings. This is called maitri, or loving kindness, in Buddhism. When we practice emotional awareness, we learn not to judge or criticize our feelings, but to be kind and understanding to them. This can help us feel better about ourselves and be more kind to others. Being emotionally aware also helps us understand that our feelings change over time. In the Buddhist faith, this is called anicca. Our feelings change over time, just like the weather. They show up, stay for a while, and then leave. By realizing this, we can learn not to connect with our feelings, which can keep us from forming a bad opinion of ourselves based on short-term feelings. Being aware of our feelings can help us deal with them in a way that enhances our sense of self. For example, if you're sad, you don't have to be hard on yourself for it. Instead, you can accept that you're sad and offer yourself support and understanding. This can help you see yourself more positively as someone who is kind, understanding, and strong. It's important to remember that emotional awareness is not about ignoring or hiding bad feelings. Instead, it's about recognizing and accepting all of our feelings, good and bad. You can also be emotionally aware while doing everyday things. To give you an example, when you're having a strong reaction, stop and notice it. Take note of where in your body you feel it, how it changes your thoughts, and what may have caused it. You might want to keep an emotion log. This can help you keep track of your emotional habits and learn more about what makes you feel bad. It can also give you a safe place to talk about and work through your feelings in a healthy way. 6. Remember how great you are. One of the most important things you can do to build a good self-image is to remember and believe in your own greatness. It is one of the most important ideas in Buddhism that everything has a Buddha nature, which means it has the ability to become enlightened, wise, and compassionate. Remembering how great you are is not about being cocky or boosting your ego. Recognizing your natural worth, your unique strengths, and your ability to grow and change is what it means. You need to know that you can rise above problems and shine, just like a lotus flower that blooms in mud. Buddhists stress the importance of self-compassion, which means being kind and understanding to yourself the way you would be with a close friend. When you fail or make a mistake, try not to be hard on yourself. Instead, be kind to yourself. Don't forget that everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes are chances to learn and grow, not proof that you're not good enough. There are things about each person that make them unique and make them strong. Spend some time thinking about your skills and what you've done well. Recognize the good things you do for other people. Remember that what makes you great is not just what you've done, but also who you are, what you believe, and what you do. There is greatness inside you that you can connect with through mindfulness, which means being fully present and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. You can tune into your inner knowledge and see through the noise of self-doubt and bad thoughts. By practicing awareness, you can learn more about yourself and see how valuable you really are. Being thankful is a strong way to build a good self-image. You start to see the good in yourself when you think about the good things in your life. Every day, take some time to think about what you're thankful for. It could be your health, your relationships, your skills, or even just the way the world looks. One way to reach happiness in Buddhism is to help other people. When you help other people, you not only make their lives better, but you also see that you have the power to be kind, compassionate, and make things better. This knowledge can help you see how great you are and boost your self-esteem. Remember that you are not a fixed thing. You are a process of growth and change. You change and grow all the time, just like a river does. Accept this change and see it as a chance to find out more about how great you are. Having a good opinion of yourself is a process, not a goal. It's about developing an attitude of kindness, gratitude, and always getting better. What we've talked about today shows that the lessons of Buddhism can help us on this path.